It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game.
It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders.
And it's coming up next on Madden Football. We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. If there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A game in this one, we could be in for a real treat.
Second down and 8. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the option, here's Robinson. And the Commanders have a 1st and goal forthcoming. It takes this down to the 5-yard line.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
Man in motion is Brown. They'll run with Robinson. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to finish this opening drive from the 3, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle. Dating back to his old days at TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain. When he gets a shot to play in the game, he could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Mingo, the man in motion. To throw is Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Mingo, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Carolina.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. His kick is good. Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Man in motion is Brown. On the ground, it's Robinson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action, and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing, Dalton. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
It's caught. Mingo with the grab. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Mingo, the man in motion. Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Well, give them some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Zaccheaus. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. He'll get that to Zaccheaus. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. He's got his team a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now Dalton. This one deep downfield for Mingo. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Tremble comes in motion. Now it's Dalton. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Dalton to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Daniels. He runs with it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll throw with Daniels. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point
to throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here comes Hubbard on a toss to the right. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Dalton. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Mingo, the man in motion. Here's Dalton. Catch is made. That's Mingo. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Mingo, the man in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Hey Drew, how are you doing?
He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
If you remember me.
to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And he will score! Game on! Chuba Hubbard, touchdown, Panthers! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
You are doing great.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers have cut the deficit to 5.
19. Panthers 14.
Now that's what I like to see.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Returning is Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels.
Because you're the pro.
Of the Commanders' offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the defense,
And I can't deny.
sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be...
Well, I'm gonna head out because you're not answering me, so bye.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Doing good, Nick, and how about you?
Here is 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that isn't...
Good morning.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's caught Mingo with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That's complete. It's Sanders. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Now, on 2nd and long. Dalton. Going right sideline and complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.